Ninja on a ninja. And basically, I have a video for you today. Um, so, first off, it's about a dude named Pokerick. Now, I don't mind the dude. I like him because he happens to play a champion that I like. Um, the problem is, I have pointed out, I'm trying to show him that he needs to drop the ego and be more of a team player. Because, again, like the way I am is I'm like a coach, like a dad, basically. And I see him as like anybody that does anything. If you're a leader, I want you to lead proper. I don't want to take your role. I just want you to do well, right? And I don't need you to say my name or promote me or I there's no ego involved. And because of recent occasions, I found out why people have addressed me as being egotistical, and it's because everybody in the world is. And I think personally that the algorithms basically are set up that way, um, and we need to reverse those algorithms so that instead of showing you um, the monkey with the biggest tree. It's instead stuff that helps the world move and go on, basically. You know what I'm saying? At least during the week, like it's mandatory during the week that you are studying the type of stuff, and then the weekend it's whatever, right? But again, like there's a certain responsibility to humanity, or else everyone's gonna be sexually trafficked and whatnot, and then the evil's gonna rule. And so, um, evil is old essentially, and young people can be influenced to be evil or good. That's kind of what racism is, because racism is a lie. Race doesn't exist, but it's something we created, and something someone took and made it bad. You know, like the N word and whatnot. Like it, there's a whole tree I can go down about all that crap. But at the end of the day, a white man can sleep with a black woman and they can have a kid because they're the same. Like, and like it won't be all jacked up. It won't be all weird. It won't be, you know what I'm saying? Like, anyways, that's we'll focus on that later. So, anyways, that's kind of it's relevant. It's all relevant. All right. Anyways. So I want. Oh shit. Here we go. I want to talk to you guys today about again Pogrick. Oh shit. I hate when it does that. The closest race. Good. Okay, it's called the closest space race you will have ever seen. I promise. You will have ever seen Pokrick. And it's true. I think this is actually the closest space race ever. Um, but it just shows you two egotistical people basically running off with the penis in hand, trying to accomplish. And yeah, they made a deal a spectacle, and these can happen, but it's a 99 out of 100 times you're gonna crash and burn, and that's kind of the problem. The way society works is they make you pay attention to that 1 out of 100 situation and make it seem like everyone wins. That happens all the time because of how much attention it gets, and everyone wants to do that. But the thing is, there is a reason why that's probably the only time it's ever happened. Because the chances are so, like, it just of that happening, they're so beyond reason. Like it's not, you cannot hope to remake it, basically, right? But they try to tell you that, oh yeah, the you can win. The only way you gotta be in it to win it. Basically, that mindset, right? But you also have to be in it to lose it, right? If you don't play, no one heard, nothing happens to you, right? But the only way you can win is to be involved. Same thing with losing it, basically. But they don't tell you that part. Gotta be in it to win it, right? But chances are you're gonna lose, and chances are fuck it, because you know what? It ain't you, right? And yes, yes, one out of a zillion, trillion, billion it could be, but good luck. You know, do what you want to do, right? This is America. Do what you want to do. I'm just saying, like, are you good with your life? Like, personally, me, like, yeah, $10, whatever, whatever. I don't care. I would donate. I personally see it better, a better use of that money to put it into towards what's it called? Like me making $1 billion, right? I prefer to pay $10 for a ticket than pay $10 to a donation or whatever, because there's no promise that the money's gonna, like, what's it called, in California, for example, they have like $1 million that was put aside to help the homeless people. Well, homeless people have now been increased by like 50%. How is there more homeless people now that there's money they're helping to stop that? You know what I'm saying? So again, that's why I personally don't donate. Oh fuck! I'm streaming. I'm not. Wow. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Cause it's been a while, so if shit, I'll take it. That's fine. I'll pull off. Anyways, please. Sorry, guys. I thought I was recording. It turns out I'm not recording. But that's fine. It just means I have to go to my website, log in. Wow, I don't remember. Mm. Oh man, it's been so long since I've used the website that it actually kicked me out of the website. And it's been so long since I've logged into my thing that I have to log into my email to get the code that they sent. Never, I never want to save cookies, opt out preferences, opt out. Alright, so, anyways, I don't mean to record. I am. The reason why I don't record, by the way, is because no traffic goes my way. Because the system is rigged. But anyways, I do know how to navigate it, thankfully. But that said, now to put that aside here, it's fine. Um, sorry, this whole fucking thing's all fucking weird. So basically, I've been watching this video. There was a point here that I didn't take a time down. I should have, but I didn't. So 1853. Oh shit.
Triple. If there was a ward, I would have TP'd there.
That's not it.
The reason I want to do a triple farm is because the enemy team died, and that's one of the best times to start doing this farming because they're gonna be busy with all kinds of stuff.
Fucking
And
hell.
you can push that. You can get some gold. God, what is that?
Yeah, 18. What the fuck?
Du-du-du-du. Modern push. There was something to do. We got it. And,
Okay, so I wrote the wrong time.
How is that possible? Sweet Lord.
Oh, so it's not 1853, it's 1835. That's why. Okay. God damn it. Okay, so 1835.
Lord, that should never happen. We should
So
never
what
go
he
back to
does, if
freedom.
you notice,
That should
well, he sells his coal, right? And he sells the coal so he has enough money to buy a different item because he can't afford it. But the thing is, you see the item right here? This is what he gets, right? He can actually afford it, but he sells the coal. Why?
never happen.
He was going for something
should never-
else.
Sweet Lord,
Look,
that should never happen.
coal sold. He was going for the phage, which okay makes sense a little bit. He didn't have the money at the time, right? So he wanted to sell to get it. That makes
We
sense.
should ne-
But he got that he had enough money for.
Sweet Lord, that should never happen.
So that and other times as well. But basically, what you did was you were going to buy an item, and then you sold your coal, and then you got an item that you could have afforded without selling your coal. You had space, an open inventory slot. You had zero reason, just dumb. Basically, all you did was remove 7 damage and 3 healing from your kit. And then I said, you are such a pleb. And the reason I'm pointing this out is because for him, it's very important as for what I'm showing you. And what everyone's taking for, like, for reverence and whatnot. And he's been revered and whatever. But, like, this is why he's popping off. And this is what you're following. You gotta understand. He's kind of a pleb. He's just a basic fucking sheep. Why are you putting him as a leader? Like, stop it. Like, stop electing people like Bush and Trump, right? Like, stop that. Like, that is not the way to go. You're an idiot. You need to put people who are actually good on the top. Stop putting people who are weaker than you or stupider than you. So, like, stop punching down is basically what's going on. Stop it, right? And then you sold your shield. Okay, so during the game, he sold his shield. If you look in his inventory,
We should never go back
he has
to
the shield
freedom.
of Duran, right? At some point,
If
he goes
necessary.
back
Lips or something up the
right
map
here.
a little bit.
Still has it.
It's gonna be the Farmageddon. And you know what Farmageddon
Let
is.
me go and change this so you can see better. My bad.
Is you
Right there.
on there. Hopefully, ideally, if you like the game, if you like the idea, then do it.
He has it.
And
He
if you
has
don't
it.
like the idea,
He sells it. So right here, I was like, why would you
whatever.
sell that?
hopefully you will like.
Whoa, my computer froze. But right there, I was like, why would you sell that?
And if you don't like the idea, whatever. Hopefully you will like.
And then, again, like the Guardian, like what the fuck? Like that makes no sense.
Later. when
Look at his money. He had enough money to buy a sword, another sword. So it's like, why did you sell the shield? You didn't need to sell the shield. And he sells 321 like that. There was no point. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted you to see. It's like, what the fuck? That's not smart. He's like, and that's the thing. He's not a smart dude. Like, no offense, but that's you don't want him leading. But for some reason, you like people like Trump, right? And again, I like the dude. I have a beer with him. I don't mind chilling with him and hanging out. But these things matter, and I'm just pointing them out to make a bigger point here, right? And again, I would say, let's see. And now looking back, it may have been that right there that won the game. Your stupid, selfish reason, and your team carrying you so hard. Yeah, that's basically what happened. Because in this game, he won. But he won because he was doing damage. And again, that shield didn't offer him any damage. And so he sold it and then replaced it with a shield, a blade that does 10 damage, right? And so it may have been because of that that changed the outcome of the game. And that was the point I was trying to get to. And again, you can unpack it, right? That's the thing that people don't understand in most society is if you unpack it and you actually tackle it. This is why like developers or whatnot are and scientists are generally behind closed doors, and you don't meet them because they will drop an N bomb because they're not connected to people, basically. And again, there's a division between the two, but because of society right now, the two mix like competitor and a sheep, basically, or observer mixed. Like he's an observer, he needs to get out of the ring, basically, right? But because of the way society works right now, people who are observers are in the ring and they're mixing with competitors, and that's the thing. And the thing is, the rich are then noticing what's going on and taking these um, observers that are doing well and putting them in charge. And then the people are then too stupid to realize you shouldn't be following them. They just won a one out of like a million situation. That doesn't mean that you're gonna win every time. It means you're gonna lose 99 times before that situation has even a chance to come up again, right? It's not even guaranteed that's going to work. Basically, you could go 99 times and 99 times and still not win. It's it's a chance, right? Anyways, a statistical chance. So 3505. Okay, we'll go to 3505.
happened. I was so focused. So, the last basic and the skipper stacks are 4, right? The last basic and the skipper stacks are 4, right? This means that the next
Did you see it?
one is the big and the next thing.
Pay attention. See if you notice what he does.
The last basic and the skipper stacks are 4, right? This means
Yeah, do you see it?
that the next one is the big one. And it's 900.
He is focused on one thing, and he's not looking
And the
at the thing right next to it.
skipper stacks.
That. Okay. So what I said was, where is it? 3505. Where'd it go? I accidentally deleted it, lol. Okay. That's how selfish and egotistical you are. You skipped right over a buff called Fired Up that the support gave you, and it increased how much damage you did, which easily ties into all of this, and you had zero mention of it because you were so focused on one thing and you were blinded by your ego. You're like one of those race horses that has blinders on. Like, yes, congratulations at that one particular thing, but when it comes to everything else, there's no observational skills at all. And yet people are rewarding that this situation like it's a big fucking thing. And yes, I have a beard too. Hell yeah, celebrate. That's funny. That's great. That's fucking amazing. But again, I wouldn't elect him president, and that's what people are doing with Trump. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, he doesn't make decisions. People talk him into things, and he just goes along with it. And he thinks that he's smart and people are stupid, and he thinks he's getting away with it. Basically, because no one's calling him out. No one's saying. Everyone knows that. Dumbass. No one's saying that. It's bias, basically. People have this bias, and I get it. I can see why you like it. I can see why you're there. I can see why you love it. I can see why you have this bias. But again, people are suffering because you won't fucking step the fuck up and be your parent or your child is being sexually trafficked because you won't be a parent right now. You won't step up, right? That's what I'm trying to point out. If it's it is things like that that is what makes the world so terrible, and it may not be a big deal for you, or maybe it's not a big deal at all, but its effect on the wave that it sends, and it makes people not want to play support, like in this case. It makes people not want. They want to be you. They don't want to be the support because there's no tie to it. There's no mention of it. Who cares, right? And so they want. They don't want to play support. But the thing is, though, is the support was a pivotal asset to this occasion. Basically, if the support didn't exist, this situation may not be here. But there's no mention of it. Instead, we're talking about
are for.
that. That's what we're focused on. And it's just right there, but we're not looking at it because we're fucking bought by this bullshit. That's what I'm trying to spell out and point out. So, and I said, in fact, after saying all this, I gotta make a video about it because I have to tell the world and show the world because that's literally the problem in the world, basically. That literally it's the exact same screen, exact same thing, but there's like 5,000 stories, and this is why I point out reporters. I tell them they're not reporters because they always put me how I feel, what I think. I don't know if they should have done this, but like you're not a reporter in that sense. You're a part of the story. At that point, that's when you deserve to be shot. That's when it's okay to shoot you. They say don't shoot the messenger. You aren't the messenger, dude. You are an asset to that situation. You aren't just delivering, here you go. This is what this guy said. No, this is what this guy said. And I said that too, and I spun it, and I did all this bullshit. In fact, the message is actually not what he said, and it's mostly just what I said with a bit of mention of what he said, but mostly it's me, and that's what messages are today, and that's why most videos suck today, is because that bullshit. But yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah. So that's what's going on. That's the world today. That's And again, like Pokrick, I don't have a problem with you. It's the same thing with Trump. I don't have a problem with Trump. I'd have a beer with Trump. I'd have a beer with Pokrick. I eat a steak. We can share a block of cheese. That's fine. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is, I would not want you to make decisions on my behalf or anyone's behalf because you're kind of an idiot, right? You're closed doors. You're completely fucking whatever, right? whatever. There's reasons as to why I wouldn't want you to decide the fate in the future of my kid or my parent or my friend, right? Like, no, no. That's all I'm pointing out here. There's no ego, there's no hatred. And again, I understand now why you say you're egotistical is because everyone's egotistical. Everyone has ego. Everybody, everywhere you look, everything you talk about, everywhere it's ego. But that's the rich. They are finding those people and making them pop off. Like they are number one. They get all of the attention. And the reason why is because they make the most money, right? That was the system. They make the most money, but then the rich got involved. And they're like, you know what, we can have political change based off of this as well. And they're using it for evil, and that's what's going on, right? Like, this is a picture of the bigger picture, right? Like, this is a frame of the bigger picture. Like, your bias that you would have here now applied to Trump, basically, right? Your view of, yes, that's funny, yes, that's great, yes, it's hilarious, but I don't want you. I wouldn't take medical advice from you. I wouldn't. I'm riding a scooter, trying to be the fastest scooter rider in the world. I personally, you don't know anything about what I'm doing, right? Whatever it is, you don't know. You don't know, right? That's all I'm saying. So, anyways, that's it. So, be well, be happy, be safe. I'm out. Godspeed. Let me check my stream. And yep, as always, no one's here, so I'm out here. Be well. Be happy, be safe. Hallelujah. Take care. No one's here, so I'm out here. Be well. Be happy, be safe. Hallelujah. Take care. No one's here. Yeah. There's no point. I don't bother because no one shows up. And it's because of bullshit. It's because the rich own the algorithm and whatnot. So, anyways, I'm out. So, peace. I forgot how to click here. Peace.